Call of Shame, the biggest hacker hunter in the Call of Duty community, has been getting absolutely exposed over the last week. From his white paper being absolutely debunked, and even his identity with some theories of who he could potentially be, it really is not looking good for Call of Shame. Now, to start off talking about what he has been exposed for, we're going to start with this video. It is a 50-minute video, so I will try and summarize as much of it as I can. But I would definitely advise you to go check it out. It was made by Struth Gaming, who is a former esports Paladins player and also worked for Kovac's aim trainer. Now, the first chunk of the video is him debunking the white paper that Call of Shame has. It's apparently a PhD white paper for Guardian TrueSight. It is basically Call of Shame's AI cheat detection system or software. Whatever it even is, it may as well just be an overlay now. Now, as he was going through this PhD level white paper, first of all, if you compare it to actual PhD level white papers, it looks shite. In addition to that, in this white paper, there are some parameters that Guardian TrueSight apparently uses. However, basically all of these parameters, there is no, reference to where the Call of Shame got the parameter from. It's literally just, this number I'm going to pull from absolutely thin air, and this is what I'm going to use to detect cheating. Where are you getting the parameters from? If you're making a PhD level white paper about your system that is supposed to detect people using aimbot and hacks like that, surely you should reference where you're getting the parameters to detect aimbot and soft aim. If your parameters literally have no research behind them, surely that completely invalidates the credibility of your anti-cheat or your detection system. As well as that, this is supposed to be a PhD level white paper that is being submitted for peer review. Yet the white paper, again, in true Call of Shame fashion, is written with AI. There are multiple instances where he found the same duplicated references or overcomplicated descriptions of how things work. He also talked a lot about the actual TrueSight system itself. Now, for this bit, I definitely advise you to go watch the video because I am not a professional. I cannot explain majority of it. However, he went through a few instances where TrueSight was apparently flagging people having abnormal aim. Yet, for some reason, those instances, one of them, I think it was Aiden, simply just aimed and jumped into a vehicle, and it flagged as dodgy aim. As well as that, when another player stopped looking at a player, it flagged it as dodgy aim. You cannot make this up. TrueSight may as well just be an overlay where Call of Shame types in whatever parameters he wants, and the information just gets outputted. Because remember, no one has access to Guardian TrueSight other than Call of Shame. No one. Literally. There is no way you can test this for yourself. Unlike, I think there was another piece of software Call of Shame was working on where he sent out to a few creators and let them test it. This one, we have no hands-on, we have no idea how it works. Other than what Call of Shame claims to say. But now we're going to get more into Call of Shame's identity, because realistically, we have no idea who Call of Shame actually is. We cannot pinpoint one specific person. We have never seen his actual face. We have never seen him actually speak. He never shows his face, and he always hides behind an AI voice. Now, he does have a new voice, which he's claiming is not AI. It's his normal voice, but he just uses some software to make it sound calmer, which, I'm not gonna lie, if you listen to the voice, it still sounds like AI. It's just way too monotone, and the way it, says some words, it just sounds like AI. But anyway, on to the identity of Call of Shame. So when he actually first changed from this AI voice to this more human voice, he claimed that Call of Shame was actually a team, and the voice was just going to be a spokesperson for that team. But since then, if you go to his YouTube posts, he said that, he's now the sole legal owner of Call of Shame. So you're telling me within a month, you go from being a team to the sole legal owner of the channel? And this definitely raises a few suspicions, because Call of Shame, right, apparently, he has a full-time job, he is working towards a PhD while managing a YouTube channel, developing Guardian Truth site and this white paper and, you know, publishing it for peer review. I'm sorry, but you have a full-time job and you're trying to work towards a PhD. Surely that should be enough time of your day filled out. There is no way that one person can do all of that in 24 hours unless he just doesn't eat and doesn't sleep. But I mean, knowing Call of Shame, he probably gets AI to do a lot of the heavy lifting. He probably also gets Fiverr to do a lot of the heavy lifting, because apparently one of Call of Shame's previous softwares, it got signed off by someone on Fiverr who had been exposed for like signing off 20 odd different software that had malware contained in it. And guess what? Call of Shame software had malware contained in it. It was proven by It's Happer, an actual credible hacker hunter who knows what he is talking about. Which is where we get to It's Happer's live stream. 3 hours, definitely advise. I mean, I don't know if you have the time to watch it all, but I would still advise you to like skip through it and see information for yourself, because there is a lot in this live stream. But he was basically talking about all the rumours about who Call of Shame could actually potentially be. Now, there are a lot of rumours of who Call of Shame might actually be. Personally, I just think it's probably just some random Indian in some random office. Like, that's generally what I think. Because Call of Shame, he uses an American voice, yet his channel location is set to the UK. A bit odd. He's definitely not American, that's for sure. As well as that, from Happer's live stream, we have 2 names that could potentially be linked to Call of Shame. Both of those names are British. They are definitely in the UK, and we know this because they have had many businesses in the UK. I believe that the 2 names got exposed from some form of cheat developer or cheat provider. I'm not exactly sure, and I'm not going to give up the names just because I don't want to, you know, get in trouble for anything. However, both of these names have been linked to this business, Lizasoft Limited, or lizasoft.com. Now, this business sells activation keys for like Windows and other, operating systems. However, if you look at the page, now first of all, definitely don't buy any products from this company. I have no idea if you can trust this company, so I definitely say stay miles away from it. As well as that, they are linked to an address which is known for like scam businesses to rent out. So I would stay as far away from Lizasoft as possible. But part of them selling activation keys, they sell OEM keys. Now, I don't exactly know what an OEM key is. I'm not that... I may be sitting computer science in school right now, but I am not that technologically gifted. However, from what I've researched, selling OEM keys is against Windows Terms of Service. It is strictly not allowed. It might even be illegal. Correct me if I'm wrong. Yet, they are selling them. Now, obviously, we still cannot confirm if the 2 individuals are actually Call of Shame. However, if they are, that means Call of Shame could be breaking the law. But from what we know, Call of Shame is definitely not American. But now we get to our last funny thing talking about Call of Shame before I give my reasons to why he just shouldn't be trusted. So Call of Shame has been caught deleting videos. Those videos being anything in relation to Supergirl. Now, Supergirl was basically a Call of Shame alter ego, where they would stream snipe cheaters and then kill the cheaters, or people that Call of Shame would accuse of cheating. Obviously, we cannot say for sure they are cheating because we don't actually know. They acted as if there was some random girl from Tennessee. They used Supergirl's face and basically just AI generated her voice and her face movements. However, there was a few suspicions that she might actually be cheating herself just so she can kill these streamers. Now, I'm not talking about stream sniping cheating, I'm talking about hacking cheating. But ever since that recently got brought up again, Call of Shame has wiped all of the Supergirl content off of his channel. And he's also wiping other videos. We don't know which videos yet. I've yet to see any confirmation. But more videos are being deleted. But now I get to the point where I believe why Call of Shame should not be trusted. I mean, are we really going to trust someone who doesn't show their face, doesn't even use their real voice on YouTube, lies about where they are from, and hides behind AI? As well as that, if Call of Shame was a real hacker hunter and really wanted to improve the Call of Duty community and make people aware of cheaters, surely he would just talk about more cheaters in general. Like, let's say people cheating in World Series of Warzone. Yet, for some reason, Call of Shame uses the same names. It's always either Swag or Joe, Aiden, Verrill cheating, Riley CS. Don't even get me into the Riley CS rabbit hole, because, I mean, he's done about 10 videos on her by now. In the comment section of one, openly admitting to being sexist and homophobic as well. Let me find that screenshot. Yeah, here it is. If you go to the comment section on this video, you will straight away find this comment somewhere. Yeah, you definitely should not be trusting this guy. I mean, he could be a serial killer for all I know. We have no idea who he is. Now, I'm probably just going to end it there because, I mean, all of the exposed videos are kind of doing it justice. You really should not trust Call of Shame, especially you noobs who accuse everyone of cheating. Like, yes, there may be a cheating problem, but it doesn't mean everyone is cheating. Just remember, this is a certifiable fact from Activision. 60% of play reports are console players being reported. That's all I have to say. But anyway, thank you guys for watching the video. I hope you guys enjoyed. Please do let me know in the comment section down below what topics you would like me to cover. Make sure to like, subscribe, and turn on notifications if you're new to the channel. It really does help. We're getting very close to 700 subscribers. And with all that being said, I've been Chris Dex. Have an amazing day, and I'll see you guys in the next one.